Oh, that's better. Let's go. Alright, how you doing, everyone? Here's a loadout for the destroy arc with a single, or damage arc with a single jump mine trial this week. I'm just going to get right into the run this time, and then I'll explain the map conditions, options, and the loadout after the playthroughs. I'm actually going to show you 2 runs, since I got pretty much in and out. They're less than 10 minutes each. I'm going to show you the first attempt where I placed the mine one way, or used one strategy, and then the second one that actually had the higher score where I used a different strategy. So enjoy and good luck out there. Alright, let's see what we got here. Looks like we're going to East Plains, and it's raining. I hope that discourages people from trying to destroy wasps on this map. I didn't think Spaceport Matriarch would be a good one for that, but I already ran into somebody doing it with cinch scanners, so I couldn't throw mine. Luckily, I didn't waste any. So that's a little worry. I don't think, for this trial though, the single jump mine, I think a lot of people are probably going to try wrangling up shredders for that somehow. But I'm not sure that's the best way to go because of their armor. So that's why I'm trying to go with wasps and snitch scanners instead. So we'll see how that goes. I've messed up a few attempts already though, just being dumb. So hopefully this is the one that works out. Which is crazy because in testing I was so much better at this. Now that I'm starting to record, it's just like mistake after mistake. Yeah, we're just about there. And I really can't think of any other way to do this because I tried it on Bombardier, it was not good. Like the same thing I did last time with the total damage, just having it drop in. That was not the way to go. Alright, so we'll put this a little off the wall. Actually, that might not be enough. Here, good, I guess. I'll connect them and give us a little room to get out. Looks like it'll be enough. Or not. Alright, let me move them over a little bit. Basically, this is just to keep the wasps from going inside there. Keep them out against the wall so that we can, crap. So we can keep them in the blast radius of our mine. That should be good. Yep, alright, we fit through there, and now this one, just give it a little bit of an angle. Leg on the corner there. Actually, maybe more like a 45 degree so they can try to come in a little bit. Maybe not, because if they do make it in, that's bad. That should be fine. Just go up to just past the shadow, I guess. And now this side. That should be good. And then we'll start pinching it off, give us a little exit. So the point of this is to give them a little funnel to shoot through to hit the lure, to make them cluster more, because they have limited angles, so they all kind of have to occupy a relative same space to shoot it. And that's when we get them. Now that's a little much. Let me close it off. And now I'm going to try planting the mine before I run in here, so they don't shoot and kill me. I mean, I didn't die before, but I came close. Oh, you know what? That's probably fine. Alright, now let's plant our one mine where? Oh, it has a little angle here like this? That's interesting. I don't think it's good though. Maybe right here? How about right here? Alright, now let's throw these. There we go, 3 stars. Not my best, but... And now we got cover to just kill this stuff. Oop, I missed that one. And I guess theoretically... Oh, one made it in. Alright, maybe close that off a little bit. Is that all of them? Not this way. Not like this. Alright, that's the last one, I think. And now let's get out of here with our score. After we see how many points we got. Now I know I can do better than that because I did during testing. So yeah, 3,600, easy 3 stars. I don't know how high of a score you can really get. Like at 5,000 is possible or not, but at least that's the method. And it was worth 3 stars. Maybe mine placement could have been a little better. Maybe it went off too early before they could all cluster. That could have been a problem. In testing and stuff, I would loop around to that other exit that I made and plant the mine while they were distracted from the lure. So maybe that is better to do it that way. I'll try another run like that and see if I get a better score. But for now, let's get out of here. Maybe we can get a free scanner back if the snitch is here. I don't see it though. I feel like there are less snitches on matriarch maps anyway. Because it has always seemed like it, at least on Blue Gate when I try to go there to farm. Alright, let's go home. See what we get. I mean, I know what score we got, but I want to see what our prize is. Oh, the XP is not terrible for that short of a stay. Oh, the Osprey blueprint. I was looking for that. And 2 power rods so I can make a snap hook. Alright, let's go. I'll take that for a PB and a 3-star. Like I said, I'm going to run it back and see if I can get a higher score. Placing the mine better, but I'm going to use the same method. So if I don't beat it, this is what you got. Go for the better score. Good luck out there and happy raiding. Alright, let's see. Jiangsu it is.
Let's go to that location.
Oh hey, and we'll even get to check out the grenade box. So this run we're going to see if we can do better than our current PB. Because I don't think I placed the mine too well. Oh, this thing sees me already. But yeah, so I got like 3,600 the first time, but it was only 1,100 XP for damage, and I've gotten up to 1,400. Oh wow, there's not one here. Crazy. So I want to see if I can get closer to that 1,400. Hopefully no one's throwing cinch scanners for destroy wasps. That's already happened on one run. And I did bring barricades, yep. So this time, instead of placing it before they come, I'm going to try and do it after again. Because that's how I was getting the most points before, so. And I didn't shoot it, I just let them waited until they ran over it. So we'll see how it goes. I'll probably just put both runs together because they were only like 8 minutes because I just extract right away, so maybe I get to see both, I don't know, we'll see. I don't hear any scanners or anything. Alright, a little off of the wall. That's probably a little too much off the wall. Let's do that. That'll be fine. I'll just plant the mine right there real quick. Actually, wait, what range do I have on it? Right there. Let's slant this a little bit to give me a little bit more space. Just like in the tests. That should be just fine. Gives me a little bit more cover. Now what's it like? Oh yeah, I like that. Over this shoulder, that's actually kind of fucking perfect. Put it right there. Alright. Now we can build this side. A little angle off the wall, leg on the corner. Maybe too much of an angle there. Same thing over here. Now we pinch it off a bit. I'm gonna have to bring that one out a bit, I think. I'd like them to flow more the other way, so let's give this some more of a flow angle in this direction. Oh, I can fit through that. Okay, that works actually. Alright, so let's get all our stuff. And we'll try this again. On the twig. What are they doing? Alright, the ball messed with my thing. Oh, that's better. Let's go. Alright, so that is the way. Best score I've had, actually. Is that all of them? Nice. So let's see what our score is for this. 4,700. Let's go. Yeah, that's my actual best ever. Better than testing and everything. So yeah, it looks like that is a better method. Not planting first, but kind of waiting for them to cluster on the lure and then planting it and just letting them run over when they try to chase you. Now, they did shoot me, but I think it would have been easier if we got the better texture for this area. Because the thing is, you see how it's all dirt out here right now? And you got these little bushes here that kind of make it hard to see the mine. Sometimes it'll spawn all paved and you'll have like a little sidewalk area here instead of this stuff. And it's just flat and easy to see. So you can kind of know exactly where you're planting it as soon as you pull it out. Because like right there you saw me hesitate because I couldn't see where it was. That's why they ended up starting to shoot me. And I think they killed the lure, but that's fine. That's why I had multiples. So yeah, that's pretty much how you do it. Now let's just get these things dismantled and get out of here. And like I said, or I'm going to say in the loadout, you could try to bring more. Like you saw how I seem to have time with them hanging around, and maybe throw 1 or 2 more snitch scanners and get a few more wasps in there. But you also heard them running into each other in the walls, so the more time you give them to do that, I'm not sure it's entirely worth it. Might be better to just throw the initial ones and then get it over with. But let's get out of here.
Let's head home at the west elevator.
Awesome. I'm happy with that score. I don't know how anyone's going to do much better than that. Maybe getting more wasps is one way. Maybe the shredders are really a better method, despite their armor. So I don't know. I guess we'll see by the end of the week what people come up with. But this was the best that I could come up with, so I hope it's good enough for you guys and works out for you like it did for me. And also, if you really wanted to get creative, you could technically knock this one out and destroy wasps in the same raid, especially if you do it at the Buried City map location, because that's a spawn point. So if you get really lucky, you could just spawn right there, use your first 6 snitch scanners doing this, wipe out what's left, maybe even let them hang around and throw more snitch scanners to get 12 in the air so you can use your wolf pack on them there instead of the initial 6, and then just keep going on pace until the end of the raid to maximize your score. Maybe I'll try doing that too at some point, seeing if I can make a video showing that 2-for-1. But I would like to at least complete the other trial first, see what score I get, just focusing on only that before I try to do both at the same time. But yeah, that's kind of a fun one too. And it's kind of cool that even though you know you're not going to kill all 12, you have the cover from the barricades because they still don't really come in. I think you saw one sneak through the slanted opening, the funnel. But that wasn't too bad. It's easy to get kind of it's like fish in a barrel at that point. The ones that are left. I didn't see how many of the mine actually destroyed either. I only looked at the damage number, the damage XP number. But I'm sure I'll see it when I post this. But alright, we made it home. No loot, but that's okay. Just about the same XP as the first attempt. And there we go, the new PB. Let's go. Alright, let's get into the strategies and the explanations for the map and the loadout. Alright, hello everyone, Joe here, and today we're going to try going over the damage arc with a single jump mine for trials this week. So last time you saw me, we were doing the total jump mine damage trial where we're having the bombardier drop on it, but today we're just working with a single jump mine. So instead of bombardiers, because in testing I wasn't really getting a lot of points with a single mine off of them, we're going to use Wasps and snitch scanners instead. And there are actually some perfect buildings to do this with. There's 2 I know of in Spaceport and 1 in Buried City. So I'll go over Buried City first. So it's, where is it? Right here at Warehouse up in the, I guess that's western part of the map. It's actually a spawn point too. Sometimes you'll spawn in this little garage here. And what you want is to set up the barricades. You'll see this in the loadout, but you'll set up the barricades at the garage doors so that the wasps can't really path in there. You'll throw your scanners in this corner here, the 6 that you can do in the beginning. But if no one's really throwing scanners, it's just until you once you get there and it's the first kind of barrage, you can do your 6. And get them in the corner, have them their pathing kind of bounce them off the corner because they can't go that way because it's too high, so it'll just flow in this direction towards your garage doors. And then right after you throw the last one, you can throw a lure in there so they kind of focus themselves to cluster in this little area in front of it. And then you kind of run around through the other door, plant your mine. In testing, shooting it to go off immediately seemed to get less points. I guess because the one that goes over to trigger it isn't there, and maybe you're not getting points for that. So I kind of just sit and hope I have good placement under a cluster that'll hit as many as possible and just hope for the best. So this is the Buried City one. It's at Warehouse. And then there are 2 in the Spaceport. One is up here in the north part, the Jiangsu Warehouse. You can see it has the garage here in that same corner, so it's the same kind of strategy. And then the other one is here in the East Plains Warehouse. Again, you can see garage, little corner. Each of them have 2 doors, so that's why I have 2 stacks of barricades. Basically the first one, you need 4 to make sort of a funnel for the lure, so that they limits their angles they can shoot at it, so it helps them cluster together more. And then the other one is just to block off the other door and give yourself kind of a little exit to plant the mine. So that's 2 for the second one. And as far as I can tell, they have room above the barricades to get in, but for some reason they don't really want to use it. I think I had 1 creep through by accident in all the testing that I did. So I'm actually I think I'm going to do it at Spaceport and just go to one of these, because the problem with Buried City is on this one at the warehouse, you can see these little trucks here. This one's like a shipping container that you can hide in, but it kind of worries me a little bit because it's really close to the garage, and I'm worried that wasps might run into it, bump into it, and damage themselves or something, or just fly above it so that they're too high for the blast radius. So that's why I'm sticking with Spaceport, but I imagine it can work there too. It just might be that one little thing gets you maybe 1 wasp out of the radius or something. So yeah, Spaceport it is for me. East Plains Warehouse or Jiangsu Warehouse. And let's get into the loadout. Alright, so here's the loadout. Nothing too complicated here. A bunch of pretty easy stuff to get. We just got the looting mark II, a light shield, hull cracker anvil, got some ammo for each. Got our heals, can be kind of whatever you want. This is just what I had in my backpack from finding stuff, pretty much. And for the actual trial, what we have here is we got the 2 snitch scanners to throw as soon as we get to our location after we set it up. We've got, I just brought a whole stack of explosive mines. Really, you only need one. But I just don't have the stash space to split the stack, so they're all in here. And a stack of lures. And you could probably just keep a full stack. You might only need 1, maybe 2 of these. But being 3 just to be safe is fine. Like I said, the 6 snitch scanners, and we've got 6 barricades, so we can kind of set up our little funnel and route, which you'll see in the video. You could also theoretically bring some more snitch scanners, and you throw the 6, do the 30-second pace, throw maybe another one just to get 2 more wasps flying around. I haven't tested it, but I'm not entirely sure that it's worth it, because it seems like the way I'm doing this, if you take too long planting the mine to try and get the wasps, they'll eventually start running into walls and stuff. So the longer you wait in order to throw more scanners, the more likely a couple are to either hit a wall or run into each other or something. So I'm not entirely sure it's worth it. But if you want to give it a shot to get a higher score, maybe, because if they creep into the blast radius of that mine, that's just more points. So give it a shot if you're up for it. Anything else? So yeah, I guess I'll go over the strategy in the actual video, but pretty much what we're going to do is there are a few warehouse locations on the map, and I'll get that into the map explanation too, but what we're going to pretty much do is set up a funnel with the barricades on a corner of the warehouse where the garage's doors are. We're going to throw the scanners in the corner, have them, once they spawn, kind of bounce off the corner because they can't go that way, so we'll kind of make them all flow in one direction. Then we'll throw a lure to kind of get them lined up or clustered up to shoot at it, and then we'll plant the mine under them and just hit as many as we can. And in the map explanation, we'll show you where those locations are. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Good luck getting those max scores this week. Good luck, and happy raiding.